Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekend prep video. I'm taking you along with me this weekend as I cook and clean and get ready for the work week ahead. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jen. I am a full-time working mom, and this weekend I'm actually filming this weekend prep video over a Sunday and a Monday. We had a 3-day holiday weekend here in the US, and Saturday we were busy with a swim meet, so I'm starting out here on Sunday morning. Today is actually Valentine's Day, so a happy belated Valentine's Day to you all. I'm going to be sharing in this video what I made for dinner and dessert today, and it has been so cold and snowy here lately in the Midwest. Even for us, it has been unseasonably cold. The wind chill today was -23, which is too cold for me, and of course a lot of snow, and we keep having to shovel it, but such is life. So I'm starting out just cooking some breakfast. I kept it simple this morning with bacon and eggs, so I'm just frying some bacon up in a skillet. I slept in a little bit, otherwise I probably would have had time to bake my bacon, which is normally how I like to do it, but I fried it on the stove this morning. I did get a splatter shield, so that has been super helpful. I cooked some hash browns as well, and I'm going to make some scrambled eggs, so just cracking those eggs into a bowl, and then I'm going to beat them up with a little bit of milk and salt and pepper. My husband Adam and Connor really like breakfast, and so I always try to make a homemade one on the weekends because I definitely don't have time to do it during the work week. So here's what we had this morning: just some bacon, hash browns, and scrambled eggs. So now that their breakfast is cooked, I normally don't eat breakfast with them. I'm actually going to make myself a smoothie later, but I'm going to make some coffee in my Nespresso. I'll link the exact one that I have down below. Let me know if you would be interested in a dedicated review video of this. I've gotten some questions on how I like it and how it works, so I could definitely do that for you guys. But today I'm just brewing some regular coffee into a cup, and then I'm going to pour a little bit of half and half in. You can see that even without any frothed milk in it, it does make the coffee a little bit frothy, which I really like. I'm not a huge breakfast eater on the weekends, so I'm going to make myself a smoothie. This one had cherries and strawberries and some bananas in it, and I'm also going to pour in some oat milk. I love making my smoothies with frozen fruit because it makes them super creamy and you don't have to add any dairy. I'm also going to add some superfood powder. I've been liking to do that a couple times a week when I have my smoothies, and Connor actually split this with me. It made quite a bit, so I poured it into a couple of glasses and it was really good. That is what I had for my breakfast today. Okay, so after I drank my smoothie, I went ahead and went upstairs to get ready for the day. Even on the weekends, I still like to get myself ready because it helps me feel a little bit more productive. I also take my vitamins in the morning. Thank you so much to Care of for sponsoring this week's weekend prep video. You guys have heard me talk in my videos recently about trying to form healthier habits for this year, and one of the entries in my habit tracker that I actually started this month in February is to take my vitamins every day, and Care of helps me do that. I've actually been taking these personally for the last 4 months. I love the convenience of them. It is super easy to remember to take them when I have them on my counter in my bathroom. I know that taking my vitamins every day is something that I need to do, and that helps me have more energy and just feel better and have the nutritional support that I need. But one of the barriers that I always have to taking vitamins is having them in all of those little bottles and having to open them. And it sounds silly when I'm talking about it this way, but any barrier that you can remove when you're trying to create a habit makes it more successful for you, right? So having all of your vitamins together, personalized in one little packet, is a great way to take them, and it's super convenient. You don't have to think about it. They ship them monthly to your home, and you can customize your plan at any time. I've talked recently in my videos about trying to eat less sugar, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback from you guys that you are doing the same as well. So definitely make taking better care of your health a priority along with me. It's super easy with Care of. The other awesome thing is that you can take a 5-minute online quiz that asks you questions about your diet, your lifestyle, and health concerns, and this will help address your specific wellness goals, and they will put you on a plan that matches your needs. I really think that the key to any sort of wellness habit is consistency, and you can't expect to create a new healthy habit habit and do it for 4 days and expect results. You have to do it again, over and over, day after day, week after week. And these vitamin packs from Care of make it super easy to do that. The best part is that you guys are going to get 50% off your first Care of order. So I'll have the link in the description box below, but you can go to takecareof.com and enter code JenChapin50 to get 50% off your first order. That's takecareof.com and use code JenChapin50. Let me know in the comments below if you guys check it out. I got a lot of comments that you guys got this the last time I worked with them, so definitely excited to see how these are working for you. Okay, so after I got ready, I headed back downstairs to the kitchen to do a little food prep and produce washing. I washed up some of my apples that I needed to get done for the week. Now I'm going to make some baked potatoes for the twice baked potatoes that we're going to have for dinner. So for our Valentine's Day dinner, I am planning on making steak and shrimp, and I'm going to make twice baked potatoes and some Brussels sprouts, and I'm also going to make some sugar-free double chocolate date brownies from this new cookbook that I got. So I'm going to start out by soaking some dates in really hot water. I let those soak for about 30 minutes until they were very soft and I was able to pit them easily. So if you guys are familiar with Bobby from Flav City, he has a channel here on YouTube, and I used to watch him a while back and then stopped for some reason, but ever since I've been trying to cut sugar and some processed carbs from our diet, I've been watching a lot of his videos, and I discovered that he has a new 5-ingredient cookbook out, and so I ordered it on Amazon. It just came this week, and I'm looking forward to trying some recipes out of it. But I knew I wanted to make a dessert for tonight, but I didn't want to make something that was, super unhealthy. So I found this brownie recipe in the cookbook. I'll try to find the recipe online. If I can't find it, I'll link the cookbook down below. But we started out by making some Paleo bake mix. That recipe was in the cookbook as well. So it was just almond flour, arrowroot starch, coconut flour, and some tapioca flour. And when the dates were done softening, I'm going to pit them. So basically you just kind of peel them apart. Once you soak them, they're super easy to remove the pits. And then I'm putting the pitted dates into the food processor. So there's no sugar at all in this recipe. The only sweetener in it is dates, which is pretty cool. So put the lid on the food processor and then let that run until the dates are into a paste, or combined into a paste. And I added a little bit of hot water, and next I'm going to add some eggs. So this recipe calls for 4 eggs. I poured those into the food processor and then turned that back on. You kind of just add everything in steps and combine everything, and it makes a really delicious brownie. I was actually really impressed. My kids love them. Adam loved them. Next is some coconut oil and some vanilla extract. I'm going to let that process. Next, we're going to add some organic cacao powder. I got this from Thrive Market as well. I looked it up online, and it seems like cacao powder is actually a little bit stronger than regular cocoa powder and maybe a little bit more nutritious. So this is the first time I've ever used it before, and we really liked it. After that is in, I'm going to put in 3/4 of a cup of the Paleo baking mix that I made, and then you want to let that sit for about 5 minutes to let the almond flour hydrate. I sprayed a round dish. I know you don't normally cook brownies in a round dish, but I thought it would be fun to kind of cut them into wedges and serve it with whipped cream. So I sprayed the dish, and then I'm just spreading the brownie batter into there with a spatula and trying to even that out. And then I had some of these Lily's sugar-free baking chips, and I just sprinkled those over the top, and I'm going to pop that into the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. Here's what the brownies looked like when they came out of the oven. So delicious. They look like regular brownies, don't they? I don't think really anyone would be able to tell that they didn't have sugar in them. So now I'm going to prepare my potatoes for the twice baked potatoes. I used a recipe from allrecipes.com, so I can link that down below. But basically I just scooped all of the flesh out of the potatoes, put it into a bowl. I'm adding some butter, some milk, some sour cream, some salt and pepper, and then I'm just going to mix that up with a hand mixer until the filling is creamy. I did make a couple of potatoes without cheese just because that's what my daughter Kira likes, but the rest of them I did stir some shredded cheese into the filling of the potatoes, and it was really good. I'm also going to end up topping these with some bacon and some chives. I have not made twice baked potatoes in such a long time, and I know that they're probably not considered healthy and they're kind of decadent, but this was Valentine's Day, and so I wanted to have kind of a special meal, and everyone loved it. It was really good. So those were the two that I made without cheese, and I'm going to stuff the other ones with the mixture. I think next time I'll actually make like a double batch of these and freeze some of them. They would definitely do really well for meal prep, and then all you would have to do is thaw them out and bake them. It would be a super quick side for dinner. I'm putting some shredded cheddar cheese on the top, just a little sprinkle, and then I'm cheating and using packaged real bacon bits from the store, but you could definitely cook up your own bacon if you wanted to. So here's what these potatoes look like. I'm just gonna pop these into the fridge until it's time for dinner and mince up some chives to go on top of those. So Adam's parents just brought over the kids' Valentine's Day treats. So they got like little Lego flashlight things, and then she brought them each a chocolate heart. So we were talking about how much sugar is in this. So for the whole chocolate heart, which Connor just ate like a piece off of it, I was showing him how much sugar was in the whole thing. So there are 65 grams of added sugar in this whole chocolate heart, which is this much sugar. I measured out, and we're like, no, stick your finger out of there.
I didn't even get any.
That's a lot of sugar. And just this one heart. So we'll have it, so we'll keep it in the pantry, and then you can have a little bit as a treat every now and then, right?
Like for lunch?
No, not for lunch. No, you can just, we'll just eat it as a treat, but you wouldn't like sit down and eat this whole.
Yeah.
Because that's way
too much.
It's too much. Anyway, there's our sugar illustration. All right,
for the
so I decided to run to the store really quick. It's almost 3 o'clock now. I went to Aldi to get groceries yesterday, and there were several things that I couldn't get. I couldn't find strawberries there at all, and I kind of wanted to make chocolate covered strawberries for Valentine's Day, although now that I made those brownies, I don't think I'm gonna do that. But I do want strawberries for like the kids to eat for the week, and I also eat them in my yogurt. So I wanna get some of those. And then, so Connor, he loves dipping his cucumbers in ranch dressing, and I got some ranch from Aldi yesterday, and I gave it to him with his cucumbers for lunch this morning, and he was like, this is not the ranch from the Valley. I'm like, what? He's like, the Valley Ranch, this is not it. He's talking about Hidden Valley Ranch. So I figured I would get some of that too for him. I know it's not like the highest quality ranch dressing, but whatever. They just have a little bit of it with veggies, so I'm gonna run in here quick. Okay, so I thought I would share with you guys really quickly what I got from Hyvee. So they did have Ritz on sale, and I thought I had some whole wheat Ritz in the pantry, but it turns out I didn't. So I went ahead and picked up a box of these. I've been liking to buy, obviously, the whole wheat ones. Actually, for the last several months, I've been buying the whole wheat ones. I actually think they're a little bit better than the regular ones, so got a box of those. I also got some of the Hyvee brand multigrain waffles. So these are comparable to Nutri-Grain, and they actually have better nutrition information. So usually Connor or Kira both will eat these for breakfast with some peanut butter. And then I was looking for egg noodles, whole wheat egg noodles, but they didn't have any, and I saw these whole wheat homemade noodles, and I thought these might be good to make like a chicken noodle soup with. I've been wanting to make that, but I haven't been able to find any whole wheat noodles or like the egg noodle type ones, so I figured these would work. Picked up another cucumber, some more of the spinach Olay Extreme Wellness Wraps. Kira eats these all the time. She's probably gonna turn into one. And then I also got some of the whole wheat panko breadcrumbs. I got these for a pork chop recipe that I wanna try in the air fryer later this week. And then I asked you guys on yesterday's video what side I should have with barbecued pork, and a lot of people said coleslaw, and I'm like, why didn't I not think of that? So I got a bag of the Fresh Express cabbage. It comes with obviously cabbage and carrots, so we'll have that later in the week. And then I went through kind of like the health market section at Hyvee, and they had these on sale. These are the High Key mini cookies. I've never tried these before, but I did open them just so I could tell you guys how they were. I tried one, and they are really good. This is the peanut butter flavor. They also had a regular chocolate flavor and a chocolate mint flavor. So if you're interested in these, I mean, like I said, they are a little bit pricey, but if you're doing low carb or low sugar and you're looking for sort sort of like a little cookie snack, I would recommend. They do have chocolate chip, I believe also, but they didn't have them there. We don't need these right now, but these are the Cracker Barrel extra sharp cheddar sticks, and these are on sale 2 for $7, so $3.50 each, which is a pretty good price for brand name. So I went ahead and grabbed those. I'll put those out in the garage fridge until we need them. And then they had like a sale on all of their sort of like healthier ice creams. So I decided to get a Halo top in the blueberry crumble. I thought that sounded good. And then I also saw this Overjoy s'mores. This is actually made by Hyvee. So I thought we could try those. And then I was looking for a block of feta, but I feel like they might be all sold out because of that like viral pasta video that's going around now. But I might make some tabbouleh later this week, and I always like to have feta to sprinkle on top of that. So I just got the crumbled feta instead. And then I saw this, and I don't need it right now, but I always like to keep this on hand. This is just anchovy paste, and I use this when I make homemade Caesar dressing and I'm all out. So I grabbed that. And then I did get just a package of chocolate covered strawberries. These were kind of pricey, but I had a 25% off coupon, so I just went ahead and got them. And we'll have those tonight with our Paleo brownies. And then I got these were on sale for like 88 cents, these little heart paper plates. So I thought we could use those for our brownies too. I got 2 pounds of strawberries. These are pretty decent looking actually, but good Lord, they're expensive. $5.99 each. So got that. Okay. And then I was going to get some like individual yogurt because I've been liking to either have smoothies or yogurt with granola for breakfast. And I saw this Fage Best Self. This is lactose free, which I don't necessarily care about that. I'm not a person that is bothered by dairy, but I was looking for kind of like a lower sugar vanilla yogurt, and this one is 1.5% milk fat. I'd like it better if it was whole milk, but 3/4 of a cup only has 3 grams of added sugar, so I thought that was pretty good. The kids might like it too, so we'll see. And then I also saw this Sweet Baby Ray's, no sugar added. Have you guys seen this before? I thought this was neat, so I went ahead and grabbed that. I've never seen it before in my grocery store. And then I was looking for kind of like a better grape jelly. It's super hard to find jelly with not a lot of added sugar, but this was kind of the best I could do with what they had there. This is the low sugar Smucker's Concord grape, and when Connor eats PB&J, he normally likes grape jelly. So I actually tossed the like Welch's grape jelly that I had in the fridge. There wasn't that much left, so I just threw that away, and we'll start over with this. And then I got some Jimmy Dean pork sausage. I may use that for breakfast tomorrow. It was on sale for $2.99, so I'm not sure if I'll use it right now. If not, I can throw it in the freezer, but that's a really good price. And then they had these masks on sale, and I always find it hard to like find masks that are big enough that like cover, like I like mine to go up under the nose piece of my glasses so that they don't fog up. And I just bought one of these because I wanted like myself and Connor to try it out to see if we liked it, but I did try it on and it seems to fit really well. It was $5.99, so I might go back and get more, I'm not sure. And then as you guys know, kids lose their gloves every other second. Connor has gone through so many pairs, and he prefers the kids size better. I tried to give him some of my plain black adult gloves, and he's like, these are too big. So they had these 3 packs there for $5. I thought that was a good deal. So now he'll have some more gloves for school. And then yes, we got the Hidden Valley Ranch. And then we didn't quite need these right now, but I actually got a coupon in the mail earlier this week for Degree spray deodorant. There was 2 coupons for $2 off each. So I think I got these for around $2 or $3 each. I got one of the women's and one of the men's. And then lastly, just some vinegar. We're all out of that, and I use it to wash produce among other things. So what I'm going to do now is get this stuff put away. I did do some dishes, and I also washed my Brussels sprouts, which I'm going to make those in the Instant Pot tonight. So I think I'm going to get started on dinner now. It is almost 5:15. Okay, so I got the steak out of the fridge. These are 2 kind of larger fillets, I guess. I got these at Aldi actually, so we'll see how those are. And I believe Dawn was the one that sent me this black garlic salt. I think, comment below if I'm correct. But she sent this to me a while ago, and I thought it would be really good on beef. So I went ahead and sprinkled some of that on there along with some black pepper. I'm just gonna like sear these in a cast iron skillet and then finish them in the oven. And then I have the rest, or not the rest, but my baked potatoes here, or the twice baked potatoes. So I'm going to put those in the oven. And then for kids, or whoever wants it, I guess, I have some of this tortilla crusted tilapia I got at Costco. It's really good in the air fryer, so I'm gonna cook up some of that. And then I also got some shrimp, like some regular butterfly shrimp. I think I might just saute those in a skillet with a little bit of olive oil. Oh, and then I need to get the Instant Pot out. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice up this yellow onion, and this is going to be for the Brussels sprouts recipe. So I'm just slicing this into thin slices, and I'm gonna put that into my Instant Pot with a little bit of butter. Next, I just trimmed off sort of tough part of the stem of the Brussels sprouts, and I obviously washed these and put them into the Instant Pot. And then after you saute those for a little bit, you just mix in a mixture of honey and sriracha. So I believe it was 1/4 cup of honey with 1 tablespoon of sriracha. Poured that over there, and then you put this on the steam setting. I was sort of like nervous because it didn't have you add any water to it, and I thought I might get the burn notice, but I didn't. So I put some salt in there, put the lid on, and this just steams for 2 minutes. You want to make sure that it's on high steam. I was having trouble trying to figure out how to adjust that, but I did finally figure it out, and they were cooked perfectly. Here is the steak that I seasoned, so I'm just searing that in my cast iron skillet, and I'll finish that off in the oven until it is cooked through to our liking. Here is our plate. So we had the filet with the shrimp and cocktail sauce and twice baked potato and some Brussels sprouts. This was so good. Everyone loved it. Such a delicious and special dinner for Valentine's Day. So now I'm going to make some whipped cream for the brownies. So I just have some heavy cream in a bowl, and I whipped that with some monk fruit sweetener. I put a couple raspberries on top and one of those chocolate covered strawberries. Hey guys, welcome to No Makeup Monday. It is actually early afternoon, and I didn't really film this morning because I didn't really do much of anything. So I did make eggs and toast for breakfast this morning, and I figured you guys did not need to see that because I'm sure you have seen me make eggs and toast for breakfast many times before. And then Adam and I sat down and watched SNL. We have Hulu, and so normally what we do is we either watch it, like we usually watch it Sunday morning, but since it was a 3-day weekend, we saved it to watch it this morning. So that's normally what we do, is we have our coffee and watch SNL because, you know, we're too old to stay up late on Saturday night. They actually did deliver some mail today, which I was surprised because it's a holiday, but Kira broke her glasses in gym a couple weeks ago, and we've been waiting for a replacement. We ordered them from our eye doctor, and they finally came today, so she's super excited about that. But I want to have productive rest of the day today, or a productive afternoon. Adam actually went over to his parents' house to pick up something real quick, and then I think this afternoon I'm gonna work on some vacuuming. I actually got a new vacuum, so I'll show it to you guys. It is a Dyson stick vacuum. I finally bought one. I've been wanting one forever, and I saw that they had them on sale at Sam's for like $100 off, and so I finally jumped on it, and I'm so super happy with it because we have 2 sets of stairs in our house, one going down to the basement and one coming upstairs, and they're both carpeted, and with a dog we have to vacuum frequently, and so vacuuming the stairs has always been a struggle. And now that I have a cordless vacuum, it is like, I mean, dare I say fun? I don't think it's fun to vacuum, but it kind of makes it fun since I have a new one. So I'll share that with you guys. I do need to do like some meal prep and cleaning out of my produce drawers in the kitchen. I need to look at what I've planned this week for meals and see if I can prep any of the components of that. Maybe prep some lunches for the kids and us. Got to catch up on laundry. I just put Connor's sheets in the dryer, so I'll have to make his bed. So yeah, I do have some things I want to do on the computer too. That's another thing I did this morning, was just some administrative stuff and some work stuff on the computer. So hopefully we're gonna have a productive rest of the day. I am going to finish folding this laundry right now. Okay, so I had some of Connor's sheets in the washer, so I'm just going to transfer those over to the dryer. I feel like the older my kids get, the more comforters I collect. Like, I have like so many comforters from when they were toddlers, like Paw Patrol and My Little Pony and stuff that they are like way too cool to use now, but we keep them, and sometimes we use them on the beds while we're doing other laundry. So I put some more laundry into the washer and started that up. Now I am going to get started on some guacamole for dinner. So I have 3 avocados here. They were pretty perfectly ripe. They were a little bit brown in a couple spots, but I removed those spots and put the rest in the bowl. I am making tacos for dinner tonight, so we're gonna have chips and guac on the side. So I'm just mashing that avocado with a fork. I added some salt and some pepper. I definitely do not measure when I make guacamole. I kind of just season everything to taste, and then I taste it, and then I season it some more. I'm adding the juice of 1 lime, and I did also decide to add some jalapeno. I don't always add that, but I had some in the fridge today, so I went ahead and minced that up really fine and putting it into the bowl. I also love to put tomato in my guacamole. I know some people don't do that, but I personally like the taste of it. So I just chopped the tomato up into small pieces, put that into the bowl, and next I'm going to mince up some red onion. You could use white onion, or you could also use green onions as well, and then some cilantro, which is definitely imperative. So once it was seasoned properly, I transferred it into a dish, put the lid on, and I'll keep that in the fridge till later in the evening. Now it is time for me to load the dishwasher for the 750th time this weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I always tell you guys I run my dishwasher so much, usually once a day during the week and twice to actually 3 times a day on the weekends. If we're home all day, then I'm cooking lunch, I'm cooking dinner, I'm also cooking breakfast, so we have a lot of dishes, and I'm just always doing dishes. So gonna get that started up, and as you can see, we are getting more snow. Yay, more snow, said no one ever. This year is crazy. You guys can see all the snow piled up on our deck. Okay, so now it is time for dinner, and I'm going to get some taco meat started. So I love to make my taco meat in my Instant Pot. I'm just sauteing up about 2 pounds of ground beef, and I'm also going to make some homemade refried beans for dinner. These turned out super good. I melted a couple tablespoons of bacon fat in my cast iron skillet and added a few cans of pinto beans along with some of the reserved liquid, and then I'm just mashing those really well until everything kind of forms into a paste of refried beans. If you guys have never made refried beans at home before with bacon grease, it is so good. I'm not going to say it's like the healthiest thing out there, but honestly, some people would probably argue that bacon fat is like a little bit better for you than some of those synthetic oils. I know we can argue all day about what's like healthy and not healthy, but yeah, if you've never tried this before, I would definitely recommend it. I seasoned this with some cumin, some coriander, salt, pepper, and some garlic powder, and you can season it to taste. You can also add, chopped jalapenos to that if you wanted to, whatever you'd like. I am putting some taco seasoning in the Instant Pot along with about a cup of water, and then I'm going to stir that up, and I like to cook this on high pressure for 3 minutes. That is the perfect amount of time for tacos. It makes the meat really, really tender. If you've never tried it before in the Instant Pot, I would definitely recommend it. So we also wanted some lettuce for the top of our tacos, so I'm going to wash some of that up. I harvested this from my garden, and I'm going to spin this one-handed as I hold the camera with my other hand. And here are the tortillas that I'm heating up. So I always toast my tortillas in a dry skillet. We're using some flour tortillas and also some almond flour tortillas from Siete. If you've never tried those, they're actually really good. We were very impressed. This is the first time that we had them. So now I'm going to chop up all of my toppings. I chopped up my lettuce, and I'm chopping up a tomato. Everyone likes different things on their tacos, so I like to have a variety. All right, so I'm waiting for Adam to get home with the kids from swim practice, but we have our couple different tortillas here. So the Siete almond flour ones, and then the regular ones. I don't know, I might have to, these got a little bit crispy. And then here's how the beef taco meat turned out. So good. I put a little bit of salt in it, and then the beans. Adam ate some of the beans before he went to get the kids, but Connor doesn't care for beans. Kira really likes them, so she'll probably eat one taco with beans in it. And then I have some toppings here. So we got some shredded cheese, sour cream, tomatoes, lettuce, and then I'm gonna get some taco sauce out, and I think that's it. Oh, and by the way, I had a box from Green Chef left over in the fridge from a video I did with them, and I went to get all this stuff out because I was going to try and meal prep some of this tonight, which I still might, but everything in my garage freezer is frozen. I'm sorry, everything in my garage refrigerator is frozen. Like this head of cauliflower, I was getting this out for something else, frozen. Because it's so cold outside. It's been like negative wind chills all the past week. I guess I didn't realize that it would do that, freeze everything in the fridge. So I'm gonna have to go through there. I've got eggs out there too, so I wonder if those are frozen. What can you do with frozen eggs? You just let them thaw and use them? What, honey? I think Daddy's gonna tuck you in. Okay. I love you. Good night. All right, so I'm just loading up the dishwasher. It's 9:15. Kids are going to bed. Adam said he was gonna go tuck Connor in, but Connor says he can tuck himself in, so we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna start up this dishwasher, and I was gonna show you guys, so I've gotten questions before on how I like maintain my cast iron pans. So I know that everyone says you're not supposed to wash them in soap and water, but I do. And I have for the last 20 years. This is a cast iron skillet that my grandma gave me, and I've had it for 20 years, almost 20 years, and I've always washed it with soap and water. And as long as you dry it and then re-season it right away, there's no issue. So I just washed this and rinsed it off. I kind of shook off the excess water, and then I just put it over like a medium flame until all of the water dries up. And then the key is to re-season it. So normally I just put like a little bit of olive oil, and then while it's hot, I just rub the oil into the pan and let it heat for a few seconds, and then turn the heat off. And then once the pan is cool, you can put it away. But I don't know. Yeah, I've had people say, don't wash it with hot, we don't wash it with soap and water. I don't know. I always have, and then as soon as I wash it, I rinse it out and re-season it, and it works just fine. So that's that. Okay, so here's the vacuum I was telling you guys about, the Dyson. So this is the suction part right here, and then it has the spot where you plug it into the wall to charge it or whatever. I'm gonna do like a full review on this, so you guys will see that video at some point. But just quickly, overall, I think it's really awesome. So I am gonna go ahead and vacuum the steps going down to the basement. I vacuumed like half of them the other day, and then it died and I had to plug it back in. So we'll finish the other half tonight. The only thing I would say is that it says that the battery lasts 30 minutes on max suction. I found that it was like a little bit less than that, but that also may just be due to all of the dog hair that I have in my carpet. Like, it's probably like next level dog hair, but we'll see. Okay, so I cannot stop talking about how awesome this vacuum is. I feel like I'm being dramatic when I say that it's life-changing, but if you have stairs in your house that you need to vacuum, I would seriously recommend this. I am planning, I think I said this earlier, but I am planning on doing a dedicated review video on this, but I'll link it down below. We've had several Dyson vacuums and we've liked them all, but this one is particularly helpful because it's light enough that you can use it on the stairs and you don't have to lug like the cord around and worry about plugging it in. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so convenient. It also has a ton of different attachments. So we've been using it on the hard floors too, and it has like ceiling fan attachments and everything. It has been embarrassingly too long since I vacuumed these stairs, so it took me quite a bit to make sure that I got all of the dog hair up, but it is always so satisfying to vacuum your carpet, especially, you guys probably know what I'm talking about if you have a cat or a dog. It is like seeing all of that dirt in the canister and the hair that comes up out of your carpet is like one of the most satisfying things ever. Am I right, or am I right? So I also wanted to update you guys on the sugar situation earlier that I was showing Connor in the video about how much sugar was actually in that chocolate bar. That was actually really impactful because he talked about it the following day, and he was like, after supper, can I have a piece of my candy heart? And I was like, sure, if you want that to be your dessert, that can be your dessert. And he's like, well, I can't eat the whole thing because that is too many grains of sugar. So anyway, I just thought that was cute. I think that, you know, when you're trying to make nutrition changes, it's always important to involve your kids. But you guys see how much dirt and hair came out of this vacuum. So gross. It opens very easily, and right into the trash it goes. So here's the longer attachment. I decided to vacuum the landing of the basement steps with that, and it worked really well. P.S. Our basement is almost done, so I'll be sharing that in an upcoming video. I also vacuumed some of the kitchen as well. Hey guys, good morning and happy Tuesday. It is early. It's before 7 a.m. and we have more snow to plow and shovel. So excited. Not really. So we've gotten so much snow this year. It's unreal. Adam is out there plowing snow right now. So the only thing I did last night was I put away some of that food that I got out from the garage refrigerator. And you know, when produce freezes and then you thaw it back out, like peppers and stuff, it gets like watery. And so I think what I might do with that stuff is make vegetable soup for dinner tonight, because that'll be perfect to use up all that stuff. And then I also have a pineapple I need to cut up. I think I'm gonna do that right now. I have some apples I wanna wash. Yeah, but I'm gonna close out the video here. So thank you so much for watching this weekend prep video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you are safe and warm wherever you're at in the country. I know a lot of places are getting snow right now that aren't used to it. Us here in the Midwest, we are used to the snow and cold, so we don't really have problems with power outages and pipes freezing and everything like that, but I hope you guys are safe. Don't forget to check out Care Of. I'll have all the information in the description box below. They have truly been helping me take my vitamins every day. The easier it is, the more likely you are to follow through on the habit, right? So make sure you check them out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.